Liv Morgan is dating Finn Balor. Major rumored plans for WWE RAW. Bobby Lashley's current WWE contract situation made clear. The WWE is making no sense with Sami Zayn. Charlotte Flair is returning next week. The WWE will lose their audience after a recent development by Triple H. Cody Rhodes stripped of the Undisputed WWE Championship after breaking a major WWE rule. Cody Rhodes wants to run for president. Let's dive right in. Major rumored plans for WWE RAW. WWE is on the road to SummerSlam 2024, and tomorrow night's episode of RAW will air live from Green Bay, Wisconsin. CM Punk will be making an appearance during tomorrow night's show after RAW General Adam Pearce refused to lift Drew McIntyre's suspension last Monday night. Sonya Deville returned to action last week and defeated Zelina Vega thanks to interference from Shayna Baszler. Deville will be in action against Lyra Valkyria this week in a singles match. Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Xavier Woods will also be competing in a six-man tag team match against the Final Testament. Here are 5 surprises that could happen on this week's edition of WWE RAW. Number 1. Kofi Kingston could betray Xavier Woods on WWE RAW. The New Day and the Final Testament have been involved in a personal rivalry on WWE RAW in recent weeks. Karrion Kross has been trying to convince Xavier Woods that Kofi Kingston is holding him back. Xavier Woods defeated Karrion Kross on the July 1st episode of The Red Brand. After the match, Kross brutally attacked Kingston and injured his arm. Last week on WWE RAW, Alpha Academy's Otis and Akira Tozawa offered to team up with Woods against the Final Testament. Kofi Kingston could return tomorrow night and attack his stablemate out of jealousy for quickly finding other superstars to team up with. Number 2. Lyra Valkyria could turn heel. Former NXT Women's Champion. Lyra Valkyria was off to a hot start on the main roster, but her momentum has seemingly cooled as of late. She made it to the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament, but was defeated by Nia Jax. The 27-year-old is currently aligned with former women's tag team champions Kaden Carter and Katana Chance on WWE RAW. Valkyria could decide to join Sonya's Deville faction if she fails to defeat the returning star tomorrow night in their singles match. Number 3. Adam Pearce could announce a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. Sami Zayn defended his Intercontinental Championship against Ilya Dragunov last Monday night on WWE RAW, but the match was ruined by Braun Breaker. The 26-year-old had the chance to win the title earlier this month at Money in the Bank, but Sami Zayn got the better of him. RAW General Manager Adam Pearce has had his issues dealing with Braun Breaker so far. However, both Zayn and Dragunov likely want to face Breaker following last week's attack. Pearce could announce that Zayn will be putting the title on the line against Breaker and Dragunov in a triple threat match at WWE SummerSlam during tomorrow night's show. Number 4. Rhea Ripley could catch Dominic Mysterio with Liv Morgan. Rhea Ripley made her long-awaited return to the Red Brand earlier this month as Liv Morgan was about to kiss Dominic Mysterio. Morgan scampered through the crowd to escape, but was later spotted enjoying the argument between Ripley and Mysterio from backstage. The 30-year-old accepted Rhea Ripley's challenge for a Women's World Championship match at WWE SummerSlam during last Monday's edition of RAW. The Eradicator has seen Liv Morgan's attempts to try and seduce Dirty Dom, but seemingly forgave her Judgment Day stablemate last week. She told the former North American champion, "You're mine," and handed him the rose he tried to give her earlier in the night. However, Ripley could stumble upon Mysterio and Morgan sharing a kiss backstage tomorrow night, and it may lead to the end of her storyline relationship with her stablemate. Dominic Mysterio would likely have to leave the Judgment Day as well, leading to him being in Liv Morgan's corner for the Women's World Championship match at the biggest party of the summer. Number 5. Drew McIntyre could ignore his suspension and attack CM Punk. Adam Pearce gave Drew McIntyre an opportunity to end his suspension last week on WWE RAW. The Scottish Warrior caught Pearce with an elbow to the face at the post-Money in the Bank press event following CM Punk's interference at the Premium Live event, and also put his hands on WWE officials. The RAW GM requested that the former champion apologize to the referees, but McIntyre refused and started to get physical again before Seth Rollins broke it up. CM Punk has cost Drew McIntyre multiple opportunities to become World Heavyweight Champion, and the Second City Saints attack at WWE WrestleMania XL led to Damian Priest's Money in the Bank successful cash-in. McIntyre likely can't resist trying to get revenge on Punk, and could show up during his suspension tomorrow night to attack the former AEW World Champion. Bobby Lashley's current WWE contract situation made clear. WWE has seen several interesting contract situations in 2024. While some superstars like Ricochet and Becky Lynch left the company, others like Chad Gable, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre decided to re-sign. Now, Bobby Lashley's time is coming up soon. Sean Ross Sapp reported on Fightful Select that Bobby Lashley's WWE contract is up within the next month or so, possibly weeks. Lashley was removed from the internal roster page, though he is still featured on the company's website. Lashley has been out of action for several months, and it is reported that he plans to continue wrestling if an extension is not reached with WWE. Lashley has not been included in WWE creative plans since the spring, leaving the Street Profits and his Pride stable without anything to do. As of this writing, Lashley's last match was on May 5th, 2024, when he defeated Santos Escobar at a WWE Live event. The Almighty has only wrestled 5 televised matches this year and one at WrestleMania in April. It was also reported that a return to fighting isn't out of the realm of possibility. This could give Lashley many options, as several smaller MMA companies may pay him a substantial amount to compete in the cage. We will keep an eye on this story and many more. You never know what can happen next, especially with so many interesting contract situations in the pro wrestling world. What's your take on Bobby Lashley possibly leaving WWE again? Do you think it's for the best? Let us know in the comments. The WWE is making no sense with Sami Zayn. Former WWE head writer Vince Russo questioned Sami Zayn's recent booking on Raw. The veteran expressed his frustration with Braun Breaker laying out the Intercontinental champions on the red brand, despite the latter defeating the rising star at Money in the Bank. Braun Breaker has been a force to be reckoned with ever since moving up to the main roster. However, the 26-year-old was on the losing end of the Intercontinental Championship match at Money in the Bank. Despite the loss, Breaker has been involved in the title picture and laid out both Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov on Raw this past Monday. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling Legion of Raw, Vince Russo expressed his frustrations with the decision to keep Braun in the Intercontinental title picture. The former WWE employee made it clear that once the babyface beats the heel, the feud should be over. When you look at Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker, let me just lay this out to you. So Sami Zayn beats Braun Breaker at the PLE, Money in the Bank. So now, bro, Braun Breaker spears Zayn and stands over him. Why, bro? He already lost to Sami Zayn. I'll tell you why, bro. So, we can stretch this thing out. Bro, once he beats Braun Breaker, it's over. Once the babyface beats the heel, it's over. Braun Breaker looks set to challenge for Zayn's title once again at WWE SummerSlam. However, Ilya Dragunov could also be involved in the title picture this time, making it a 3-way at WWE's upcoming premium live event. Charlotte Flair is returning next week. Charlotte Flair has sent a message on social media. She's also confessed she's excited. Charlotte Flair has been missing from WWE for some time now. The star has been away with injuries that resulted in her being forced to be on the shelf with her recovery from her ACL and MCL injuries. Last year, she suffered a torn ACL, MCL, and meniscus during her match against Asuka. It was announced that she would be out of action for around 9 months. Naturally, this meant that she missed WrestleMania XL. However, she's refused to sit and wait for her return for the most part, and has been very consistently training and rehabbing her injury so that she can come back as soon as possible. At times, her consistency and the levels to which she has been willing to push herself has even awed those watching. Now, for a change, the star has sent a message asking fans who's ready for the next week, and saying that she can't wait when talking about House of the Dragon, a prequel to the famous Game of Thrones show. Fans were excited at first, wondering whether she meant a WWE return, but it appears that she didn't, given that she's talking about the trailer for the next episode. The post can be seen here. Wow, who's ready for next week? I can't wait. House of the Dragons. There are rumors surrounding Charlotte Flair at the moment that speculate as to when she'll return to the ring. At present, there's no certainty as to when she'll finally return, but there is speculation that it could be at SummerSlam. It would be around 9 months from when she injured herself, and given her training regimen, she could already be fit. Fans will have to wait to see if that's the case. The WWE will lose their audience after a recent development by Triple H. While Triple H has certainly helped WWE reach new heights since his ascension to the top of management at the company, a few of his decisions have elicited criticism. A veteran recently talked about how SummerSlam's planning could be a reason for a significant setback for the company. With the PLE right around the corner, tickets have already gone on sale. However, the prices of said tickets have been called out for being noticeably more expensive than previous shows, ostensibly a decision by Triple H. Former writer Vince Russo talked about the development recently, claiming that this could eventually affect the number of fans going to the shows itself. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Writing with Russo show, the veteran stated that although the Stamford-based company made its big bucks from third-party deals, He felt the constant increase of ticket prices would eventually see fewer fans being present at these shows going forward simply because they were unaffordable. WWE makes their money on their third-party deals. That's where the big money comes in. Saudi Arabia, the TV rights, the streaming, that's where all the big money comes in. And you know what, bro? They keep hiking prices, hiking prices, hiking prices. You are going to see less and less people go to these events. If not for anything else, they just can't afford to, said Russo. Vince Russo has been openly critical of several aspects of the Stamford-based promotion's shows, while also appreciating some moments. This year, SummerSlams has unfortunately led to criticism from him instead of praise. On the same episode of Writing with Russo, the former WWE writer expressed disbelief at the ticket prices for the premium live event in Ohio. According to him, the product quality was not worth the price being charged. You mean to tell me if you are watching the same product that we are watching, that ticket warrants $200 to $250? Really, bro? Seriously? Come on, man, said Russo. As of now, it remains to be seen how the WWE SummerSlam Premium Live event pans out and what opinions the fans have after the show has played out. Cody Rhodes stripped of the Undisputed WWE Championship after breaking a major WWE rule. Cody Rhodes won the Undisputed WWE Championship back at WrestleMania and has since defended the title against AJ Styles twice and Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia. The American Nightmare has had frequent title defenses so far. Rhodes was in six-man tag team action at Money in the Bank earlier this month, which means that the last time he defended the title was at Clash at the Castle back on June 15th in Scotland. Rhodes has now gone 36 days without defending his championship, which means that he is in breach of the historic WWE rule that states full-time champions must defend their title every 30 days. The Authority enforced this rule with Daniel Bryan back in 2014, when he was the world champion, while Naomi was also forced to give up the women's championship in February 2017, when she was out of action for less than 2 months. Most recently, Rhea Ripley was injured in April and made her return at the beginning of July, but was still forced to relinquish her title, which proves that WWE enforces the rule of a champion defending their title for a certain time frame. There are a number of arguments for Roman Reigns, and the fact that he rarely defended the World Championship, and even for Brock Lesnar, but part-time superstars are not held to the same rules. The company was aware that he was part-time when he won the championship, and so wasn't able to defend as much as a full-time star. This argument has been the basis of many full-time stars who were looking to dethrone Roman Reigns, but Cody Rhodes was the only one to do it. Rhodes could be forced to defend the title over the next few weeks ahead of SummerSlam, or the company could be happy for him to wait until the biggest party of the summer, where he faces Solo Sikoa. Cody Rhodes wants to run for president. Cody Rhodes has an extraordinary talent for forging deep connections with fans, a trait that distinguishes him in WWE. Many call him a politician already, and it appears he has now addressed running for president after Joe Biden dropped out of the U.S. presidential election. In the past several years, there have been a good few wrestlers who have gotten involved in politics. This includes the likes of WWE Hall of Fame Kane, Matt Morgan, and more. In fact, even Cody Rhodes had previously thrown his name into the political game. President Joe Biden took to Twitter and confirmed that he has decided not to pursue re-election and will withdraw from the 2024 U.S. presidential race. His departure opens up the Democratic nomination and has prompted a range of reactions, including from the pro wrestling community. Cody Rhodes responded to a WWE fan asking him to step up and run for president of the United States. The American Nightmare then gave a very interesting response, as he stated that he might just do that one day. Cody Rhodes, it's time for you to step up, big dog. Maybe one day. Interestingly enough, Cody Rhodes previously stated that he did not want to run for US president anymore, but it appears he has changed his mind now. Nevertheless, we will have to wait and see if Rhodes will end up running for president somewhere down the line, as many feel he has the ability to make a difference. Do you want to see Cody Rhodes run for the president of the United States position one day? Liv Morgan is dating Finn Balor. Liv Morgan has been pursuing Dominic Mysterio over the past few weeks, and it appears that Mysterio himself has yet to succumb to her recent advances fully. Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio seemed to patch up their issues on Raw last week, but with Morgan and Ripley set to collide at SummerSlam, it's hard to imagine that there won't be a major swerve. Dominic Mysterio seemed to be coming around to the idea of Morgan before Rhea Ripley made her return, and it could be that Morgan only wants Mysterio so that she can claim she has taken everything from Rhea. It's likely that Liv Morgan will align with JD McDonough and Finn Balor at SummerSlam since she helped them win Tag Team Gold, and there have been multiple teases that Balor and Liv could be working together behind the scenes. Morgan and Balor could be revealed as the duo behind the current story, and they have been working to get Mysterio to leave Rhea's side. This would allow Liv to claim that she has also taken the Judgment Day away from Rhea Ripley. After the big reveal, Morgan could begin a new storyline romance with Finn Balor. Liv Morgan, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough could align at SummerSlam and reveal themselves as having always been a team. This could then see Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio go up against them moving forward. Balor was an original member of the Judgment Day, so his betrayal to join Morgan would sting. But it has been teased that he was the one working with Liv all along. In addition, much of what she has done for Dominic in recent months has also benefited Balor. Team Rhea versus Team Morgan would also allow this feud to move forward from SummerSlam, regardless of the result of the Women's Championship match.